Hello again and welcome to another Havoc Sons video. Today we are getting an update. A lot of construction trucks coming through as they're dropping the new lines. More traffic than I've seen in a while. So my ranch, check it out. I took my Honda passport down to the post office to get a package. That was cool. It took me like an eighth of a tank of gas, an eighth of 1 gallon probably. So I've got my boat here, and I've got my, boy, there's a procession of trucks. And then I've got my little Tacoma here, and I've got my Jeep Grand Cherokee here. Well, let's take a look. Now, basically, I have a blueprint set up with the city that needs approval before I can actually complete the repairs on the damage of the house. Like those two panels, I put those in. There are certain things I can do that were not related to the fire. That damage was from the fire department. They busted my door down. Actually, after doing that, they realized they couldn't get in, so they ran around to the back and they broke out my French doors to get in. But hey, they saved the house, so more power to them. Firefighter, crazy bunch. Only people I know that run into a burning building when everyone's running out. So over here, when you last saw it, probably a lot worse. Over here, boy, there's a lot of traffic on the road today. Usually it's very quiet. They're construction vehicles. So I replaced this panel because there was no fire damage here. The fire department just pulled it out just to see if there was any fire lingering underneath, and there wasn't. And I'm probably going to replace this panel, but I'm going to leave this exposed, and of course I'm going to leave this room exposed. That's where the fire hit, and as you can see, pan back here a little bit, I don't got much left. Now that's the old furnace, which we're not going to use anymore, and that's the old water heater, which I'm going to replace. So the left side of that room, where that little left door is, that was fine and did not burn. And you can see it's okay over there, and it's probably ready for a new water heater. What we're gonna do is we're gonna seal this up, and we're not gonna use the furnace anymore. So what are we gonna use? Well, let me show you. We're gonna use this. Now this was already existing. Oh yeah, that's a fire department. Cut a hole in my roof to, I don't know, vent the fire, I guess. That's gotta be patched. But this is this AC Pro, and this is a pretty interesting little unit because it's air conditioning as well as heating, and it doesn't really have like a conventional AC. Like, I don't know if you can see, there's one duct going that way, which goes into the Great Hall, and there's I'm sure if you look at many of these videos, you'll see there's like a duct on the outside into the Great Hall, and then there's another one going into the kitchen, and I'm probably going to put a third one into our master bedroom. So basically what these ducts do is by remote control, you have a remote control for each duct. They control whether you want heat into that part of the house or AC. And they run on modern technology, and they use a fraction of the cost for power, which is okay. I'm all for that. So as you can see, this right here, this slab is where the propane tank used to be, because I mean, you know, it's a ranch. We're out, there's nothing around. So you hear the rooster from my neighbor's farm. That's freaking awesome. So anyway, we're not going propane anymore. We're using that for all our heating, and then everything else is electric. The stove's electric, modern electric. Uses quartz heating and stuff, so it's kind of cool. Of course, refrigerator, washer, dryer, they're all electric. So yeah, here's where a lot of the damaged wood was. We cut up, and I'm probably going to do a sacrificial burn. You know, it'll be cool. So what do we got? We've got come around to this section, and we just got that small piece to put in, and then of course repair the roof, and we're golden. We're almost done. So we can't continue. Basically, we've stopped until the city approves the plans, and it's been 3 months since we submitted them. Yeah, well, hey, I don't blame the city. There's a lot of building going on in the San Bernardino County area. In this area, we've got, what, 4 major towns. We have Menifee, Paris, Canyon Lake, Quail Valley, and we're in Quail Valley, which I love the name. And look at our meadow. I had all these rains, so look at that. Green. That's cool. And then we got these big willow trees, which is also nice. So other than that, I have nothing else to show you that's an update, other than I took my little passport out to cruise down to the. If you get parcels that won't fit in your mailbox, and we got a small one, I'm gonna get a different mailbox that'll take certain parcels. You gotta go down to the mailbox to pick them up. And what's in here? These are pretty interesting. I think I'll do a video on these later. But yeah, these are called non-metallic splice kit, and they really are a godsend, because in the past you would have to run a whole new loom, but this is code approved, and you can actually splice, because there was some wires that were burnt up in the roof up there that I wasn't looking forward to replacing the whole loom. So basically that's what we got going on now. So that's about it. I just wanted to update you. So I heard that like I said, there's only one road into Quail Valley, and there's this other road that's Ithanac breaks into Getz, and then Getz is part of it is shut down because of the building. So there's more traffic on my road than ever. So before I leave you, take a close look on the damage from the fire department. So these are big double doors. There used to be screens on both sides. They knocked one out and bent it all to hell. And then they tried to knock these out. They were able to get the panels out. And then I had to replace these locks, and they're crooked. I have to straighten them out. They beat the crap out of them, but they were locked on the other side. They didn't have turn handles. They had locks. So even though they could get this open, they could not reach around and open the locks, and they could not break them off. So after beating, and meanwhile the house is burning down, they decided to go around to the front, to the other side of the house, and there were some glass French doors there, which they easily busted through. So basically, it's kind of nice to know that these big doors, they're big oak doors. I wish they wouldn't have painted them. Maybe I can strip them. These are hard to break into. Look at my unsafe sign. We can't live in it, but we can put storage and stuff in it. And when we get the permit, we can work on it. So there you go. You're up to date on my ranch. And again, the ranch it needs a little work. It's a nice little ranch. It's got some rooms. It's pretty big, but land. God, there's so much land here. And we can have cows and horses and chickens, and it's just, I don't know. Or we can have nothing. Just have a lot of land. Make a little race course for my Honda passports or something. I don't know. I wanted a lot of land. It's like Oprah Winfrey once said, every day there's more people, but there's the same amount of land. Let that be a lesson to you, real estate officials. Buy land, not homes. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and a better life. Remember, do more of what makes you happy. See ya.